Welcome back. We're here with Catherine Potter, and we're talking about astrology. Fascinating. What is one of the easiest things people can do with astrology following the moon?
Yes. One of the easiest things to do, because in most calendars, not just astrological calendars, they will actually print when the new and the full moon are and the quarter moon. And so here's what I love about working just with the moon. We get so used to looking for big ahas that we forget it's the choices we're making day in and day out that actually integrate some of those ahas and turn them into lifelong practices. So I like the moon for that. We tend to, there's a lot of media out there about full moon, but full moon is actually halfway through the cycle. And so if you're wanting to start something new, it's a good time on the new moon to start something new, and then see where you are with it at the full moon. Is it, so let's say you have a goal and you're thinking, oh, this is the month I want to start cleaning closets, or I want to start a course, or I want to start cooking, or whatever it might be. So you want to do it around the new moon. And then, as I said, check in at the full moon and to see, did it work out the way you thought? Do you need to make some adjustments? Because after the full moon, the energy is starting to wane then, whereas it's growing and building between the new and the full moon.
So it's almost like at the new moon, you plant the seed and you watch it grow and develop until the full moon, 2 weeks later.
Yes.
And then the full moon,
check and see how it's doing.
Check in, make adjustments.
Yes, make adjustments.
You need to do. Okay.
And then, yes.
What I like to do around the new moon, I like to write out manifestation, things I want to manifest.
Perfect. Yeah.
And usually I start with a gratitude list to get into the space of gratitude, move to the list of manifesting, of things I want to happen or see happen. And I think a lot of people underestimate what they can get accomplished in 5 years or 10 years.
Yes.
So I always make sure I put at least 1 or 2 5-year goals and at least 1 10-year goal, just so I'm putting it out there, what I really want to work on.
I love it.
Yeah. And then at the full moon, I've always used that for forgiveness. And I always say it's not like you're walking around angering people or waiting for people to make you mad, but there's always someone, even if it's yourself, just a situation or a person that you need to forgive. So I find soul release letters can be very helpful in that.
Very nice.
And then I burn them, because I like to burn things.
Yes. Well, it's way more powerful. You're letting it go then.
Well, I always feel like it's sort of symbolic of releasing it to the universe,
really
watching the smoke, carry it away.
Yeah.
So I like to burn them. That's my personal ritual. But I'm sure over the years you've developed different.
No, that's beautiful. I mean, because you're actually working consciously. You're saying, I want to create something at the start, and then I'm letting go. What do I need to let go of? If we all did this, we'd be so much healthier and happier.
So, I totally agree. Well, and I think in numerology, everything runs on that 1 through 9 cycle. And so the full moon and 9 energy are very aligned with each other. And so I always tell clients that things that you're trying to start or get off the ground in a 9 year, they won't take root. It just won't happen. I had a client yesterday, she's like, when will I meet the one? And I was like, not this year.
Not
this year, you're in a 9 year. Date, have fun, but your soulmate's probably a year or 2 away.
For sure. Yeah.
And the new moon, I compare that to 1 energy, where you really should be coming up with what you want, what you'd like to manifest. But it really can take your goals and intention setting to a whole new level if you work with that natural drumbeat of Mother Nature.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
And do you put a lot of importance on void of course moon? Can you maybe talk a little bit about that?
Void of course moon. So void of course, what that means is the moon moves through every sign in approximately 28 days. So it spends about 2.5 days per sign.
Okay.
And what void of course means is that it has made the last aspect to any other planet while in that sign. And so there's a period of time where the energy is a wee bit more disconnected before it makes its next aspect in the new sign. So most of the time we don't even notice void of moons. They can be, like a few minutes, an hour, but sometimes we'll get, like frequently, we'll get like a half a day or a full day void moon, and life goes on.
Yeah.
Because it happens a few times in a month. And but if you're trying to plan something that needs a lot of focus and you actually can plan it, you don't want to plan it during a void moon, right? Because people can get a wee bit disconnected.
Right.
And the longer the void moon, the more that tends to happen, whereas shorter ones, they're gone and we don't even notice.
Yeah, and I've even read that shopping or making large purchases, or even
during a void moon,
even
if it's a
smaller
long
things,
one, if it's a
yeah,
long
that
one,
they're
yes.
just not as useful, or
well, you have
for
to
what
be
you
careful.
want intended. Yeah.
One of my favorite void moon stories is I had a haircut during a full day void moon, but nonetheless, that was the day I was getting my haircut. And the hairdresser was chit-chatting with me, and she's, checking the sides, but as she's checking the sides, she's looking out the window.
Oh.
And she was totally disconnected.
That is like my biggest fear. I don't like getting haircuts. I was like, why? Who doesn't like getting their haircut? Me. I don't like it. So when I hear a story of something going bad, I'm like, no.
It was funny. She just was drifting off chit-chatting with me, but not making sure the sides were even.
Wow. Well, it does have that dreamy sort of energy.
It has that. And so that's a good thing to do, right?
Yeah.
Anything creative or anything, intuitive, or but again, we can't sometimes we're working through void courses.
Yeah. So, and you can't put your life on hold.
You cannot put your life on hold, and astrology is not meant to be that.
Right. So kind of just day to day, don't start anything new, don't do anything major.
When you have a choice, don't be making a major purchase when it's been a half day full moon.
Okay, when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit more about the college and the things that are offered there.